Welcome to today's Granada Houses video. We are here to show you this wonderful detached farmhouse set in just over 4,000 square metres of land with around 40 of its own olive trees. There are 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms here. The house has been recently renovated, so lots new doors, new windows, new double glazing. Everything is in perfect condition, and as you can see, we start with this beautiful large terrace. It's around 10 metres long, and you have views over your own olive grove and then to the field behind. There's plenty of parking here, there's a garage, there's lots of outbuildings, there's lots and lots to show you. And we're in a wonderful situation because we're only 15 minutes from the very large town of Alcalá Real and around 15 minutes from the historic town of Montefrio. There are 3 ways to enter this house. So we've come in directly to the sitting room, dining room, with this wonderful wood burning stove with oven. This house is so warm. Upstairs as well, this stove is heating every part of this property. It's quite amazing. And then we have a ground floor bedroom. It's a very good size, and as you can see, it has a ceiling fan. There is insulation in the roof here. We go through and there's a laundry. Hot water tank, you can see, is by electric. And then through here, this little door also goes out onto that main terrace. And just here we have one of the 2 bathrooms. So it's a fully tiled shower room. Everything's very nicely done, very nice quality. And there's lots of scope here. Even though the house itself is in excellent condition and been done, there's so much outside that you can really put your own stamp onto this property. There are stairs, of course, there's different levels. It's an old farmhouse, that's completely normal. So we go up a few stairs and then down a few steps to the kitchen. There's another door that leads out onto the terrace. And as you can see, it's a fitted kitchen, enough room for a small breakfast table. And then here is a large pantry. There we go, that's a bit better. And through here, this was the original kitchen for the farmhouse. So it still has the open fireplace. There's a door that leads to this side of the property. The ceilings here are the highest in the house, and then it goes through to another room here. Now, we think with this space you can use it as it's being used right now, or you could turn it into a really lovely dining room. It would be quite spectacular, I think, in the winter with the open fire working. So we come back through here, and then I'm going to take you upstairs. Really high ceiling here. And first on the left is the largest of the upstairs bedrooms. And this room has the wardrobe under a kind of space just over here in the corner, under the roof space. There's a nice old cupboard. I love that they've kept some of the original features of this farmhouse. Lots of heat comes through this grille. So upstairs is so wonderfully warm. And then here they've done the same thing. This is the smallest of the rooms, and obviously they're using it as an office, but there's a wardrobe built in to the wall. Guest bedroom. Nice and light. And then another guest bedroom. Almost identical to the one we've just seen. And then at the end, this really spectacular bathroom. It's lovely. I know this colour may not be for everybody, but I think it's wonderful. And then we have this lovely, lovely wood-beamed roof space. So it's a nice large bathroom with a large shower. There are some neighbours here because we're in a hamlet, So you're not isolated, but it really does feel like countryside. I'm just going to go outside now, so we'll pause the video for a moment. So as you can see, we're back outside on the terrace, which will have some wonderful grapevines and grapes growing in the summer. Just here is a little area for the water storage, and there is a decal unit connected to this. Water is mains, the electricity is mains, and the sewage is by septic tank. So here you can see a bit more of the land. The entire parcel is fenced, the entire plot is fenced. So if you have dogs, it's a really, really good place for them because it's very safe. And here have some original barns. So this one would probably been for pigs, I would say, looking at the design, and maybe a donkey. So the pens are still here, which is rather charming, and it has this nice stone floor. Options here, lots of things you could do with this space. And then to the side there's another area. Now this one was originally used for chickens and for dogs. So chickens in here, and then dogs out the back. And there's yet another area for storage, or that you could incorporate into the property. So this bit here has kind of flagstone tile floor, nice high ceiling, and it's been divided into two sections. Now the current owners tell me that this section, this wall here in front of us, actually backs on to the kitchen. So you could cut through and incorporate this space, and behind this wall here is the bathroom and ground floor bedroom. So hopefully you can see that there are things that can be done to either amplify your living space or create a separate living space. But like I said, lots of possibilities. Just going to take you at the back. This is the steepest part, just kind of the natural garden at the back, and hopefully you can see the fencing. And then here there's just a few trees, there's a few fruit trees. You can see the roof is in excellent condition. There is a neighbour, but you only see them if you're actually up on this hill. So I'm going to pause the video again while I go down to the other lower plot of land. Right, here we have parts of the olive grove. Now they have a neighbour who collects the olives for them in exchange for some olive oil, and that's something I would suggest that you continue with. Doing olives is very hard work and it's fun for the first year, but after that, to be perfectly honest with you, it's not something you would probably want to be doing. And there's lots of little spaces where you can create veggie patches and things, but the lower part of the ground is pretty flat. And if you didn't want all these olive trees, you're perfectly within your rights to take some of them down and replace them with either fruit trees or with a veggie garden. Okay, so just walking along the main terrace now. Here are the puppies that live in the house. They're not going to come with the sale. So you would enter the property by here once you're inside. You've got a nice little area here. As I said earlier, there's lots and lots of parking. And there is a garage here where you could put a small car, but generally you would probably use it for your log storage. That kind of makes sense. It's always good to have logs somewhere. And then just over here is the main entrance to the property, and because everything is fenced, there is obviously a gate here. So this gate leads into the house, and then just around the corner is another gate which leads down into the olive grove. So I'm going to head down between the trees, I think, just here, and show you around the olive grove. So as I said before, there's around 45 trees, and whoever's looking after them doesn't have to actually come into your plot of land above and close to the house, because they can come in via this gate here. So it's a very, very tranquil area. It's a really peaceful place. It feels exactly like being in the countryside, because it is, but you're actually in a small hamlet and you have neighbours. But it's, like I say, it's extremely quiet. It's lovely. There's also 10 solar panels, so you get to supplement your electricity supply. So that's it for today's Granada Houses video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please follow us on YouTube. Please like and share this video and leave your comments below. And also check out our website, granadahouses.es. We look forward to showing you around this beautiful slice of Andalusian countryside, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you for watching.